basically the problem is being overly technical, using a lot of acronyms, not dumbing it down sufficiently for executives, and then just a lot of slop that ends up in presentations, whether they're written or verbal. And this would apply to boards of directors as well. So crying wolf sometimes, making it sound worse than it is, not thinking through clearly how much should be in a request when one is asking for money, and not being able to pinpoint how a threat that an executive might read about in the newspaper actually applies to that particular organization.
Security professional.
Well, I don't think of myself as a cybersecurity professional. I think of myself as a risk professional. I've had a variety of jobs. My degrees are in literature. They're not in the sciences. I think my most successful job early on that I really don't talk about much anymore was as a psychopathic hospital attendant on a men's maximum security ward at night. It taught me how to observe actively and to chart. So my whole career has been, I owned a computer hardware company for 15 years. That's how I learned to put solutions together that involved information and data security at that time, along with hardware. I was at Washington Mutual for 10 years, and I oversaw information security, parts of it for 5 or 6 years. Hired a lot of former military intelligence guys. I love threat assessment and analysis, and it belongs really properly as part of operational risk and operational risk management. So that's my background there. Sure. I teach at the University of Washington in the School of Information, and we have a graduate program in both undergraduate and graduate in informatics with a specialization in cyber, and then a master's degree with a specialization in cyber. And I think that a lot of the people in that program have day jobs, and they're doing this at night. They're going back and getting the training, which is more framework oriented. It's more theoretical than hands-on reactive, sort of taking Tums every 4 hours, that type of job that a lot of people end up in. And I think without enough context to understand the field, it's really problematic to grow and to move forward. But the time has never been riper for women, since everyone is looking for women to come into STEM positions now. That's a whole track. Often there's a lot of money connected with that too.